She's the one that have this big old crush on you, Trevor. Shame and disgrace, I wrote. Where you do that for, Devin? So the last time we saw Miss Jackie Brown, she was telling us all about her crazy life with her brothers and her family. She touched on some taboo issues in the Caribbean community, of which we're going to do a whole nother video. But for now, let's go ahead and get into chapter 5. Devin had a crush on me since the 6th grade. Okay. So we know from the beginning of the story that they ended up getting married, but now she's taking us through her little backstory. Back then, I couldn't get beyond his round belly, tight pants, and nerdy looking glasses. Yo, why she style Devin that way there? Did she say Devin did have on tight pants back in the day? And him the kind of podgy? Jackie, you run for that, man, not lie. He was overly sensitive to the prospect of me liking or being liked by anyone except him. And he would often sabotage any potential in school love interests. So Devin said if him can't do with Jackie, him a go salt her pot. Okay. Trevor, I wouldn't name Trevor now, was Devin's cousin who moved from the Caribbean to live with his family earlier this year. Oh, so this is the cousin when she said she couldn't believe, so she did what? Trevor had smooth ebony skin kissed by the island sun. You hear that? Go on, Jackie. Jackie said Trevor did have smooth ebony skin kissed by the island sun. Lyrics. His deep voice and Jamaican accent had all the girls fawning. It was a crush at first sight. No love at first sight, you know. She didn't infatuate it. All the girls wanted him. Can you imagine him coming to school now and him like, yeah, my name Trevor, yeah. Just the new guy back in them day, including me, she says. At lunchtime, I would wait in the cafeteria to see where he and Devin were sitting. So problems now, you know, because everybody around on Trevor, all of the other boys in my school is like, who's this guy? And Devin is up close and personal. And not only is the other girls running him down, but his own personal jubby, if only in his mind. Okay. At lunch, I would wait in the cafeteria to see where he and Devin were sitting. Then Tanya and I would sit close enough to hear their conversations, but far enough not to appear thirsty and obvious. Trevor and I had biology class together, but I don't even think he noticed. However, my interest in him did not go unnoticed by Devin, who grew jealous and competitive over my attention. I remember one morning my father asked me to stop at the cleaners to pick up his suit. Now, Devin's house was on the way from school to the cleaners. I must have passed this place hundreds of times over the years. But something felt different now that Trevor lived there. Before she was like, remember Pampas before Devin see me. No, she like, let me go slow so that me can save Trevor there. I found myself anticipating a chance meeting. I just happened to be hanging around where I could accidentally, bump into him. Hey, Jackie, you all right? While running my father's errand that day, I happened to see Trevor and Devin sitting outside on their front stoop. My eyes fell instantly on Trevor, and suddenly everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. This girl, we weren't in school, and this was the first time I had encountered Trevor in real life. You know, back in the day when you would see everybody in school, but if you saw them outside, it was like, what? That's if you didn't live close, right? I approached them with an even pace, trying to be cute. Should I wave and keep walking, or casually stop and say hello? I wasn't sure how or if I should make myself known to him until I heard him say, there she is, Devin shouted while pointing in my direction. See her there? There she goes. See her there? See Jackie? I remember said Devin vexed now, you know. She's the one that have this big old crush on you, Trevor. Shame and disgrace, I wrote. Where you do that for, Devin? Wait, huh? And just like that, I was exposed. Devin, I couldn't believe him, my stomach teemed with butterflies, frozen in humiliation, disoriented and fuming. Remember, you just a walk down the street, I try to be cute, and all of a sudden you hear your name ball out. You see the crush, you see two somebody I look upon you, one a pint. If she could melt into nothingness at this moment, right? I made a mental note to give Devin a piece of my mind later. After what felt like an eternity, I mustered up enough courage to lift my head up. Yes, Jackie, hold your head up strong. Only to find Devin staring menacingly back at me. If you've ever had a crush and the crush is jealous, this makes a lot of sense. And especially if it's school time. So he don't know what else to do, but he's like, yes, girl, me get you. Right? Me, Fimi, and Fim, yeah, make four, as old time people would say. So she's Fimi and Fimi, yeah, make four. My gaze remained locked with his, but my stomach began to churn with increasing intensity, as if it were trying to tell me something. So she went to butterflies, to rocks and pebbles in her stomach. Like, what is going on? Suddenly, a warm, undeniable urge washed over me. I knew what it meant, and I took off running for home. She did, I forgot about you. She freed. She says, my mother was taken aback when I barged in, greeting her with nothing more than a curt hello before dashing into the bathroom. While I, when I finally arrived, I was both relieved and shocked. It had arrived late, but finally here. That moment marked my official induction into womanhood. A feeling of excitement mixed with fear. I had forgotten the video's advice long ago, and so I frantically called my mother. Mama, I need you. My mother came to the door in a hurry. What happened? It's here. I showed her. I showed where I had sullied myself. The silence was deafening. Mama stood there and just stared as if I had injured myself. She left the bathroom without a word and returned shortly with a small package of sanitary napkins. Right? We left off the last chapter talking about the lack of, oftentimes, not always, cultural awareness or willingness to provide the younger people with enough information to know what to expect when they're growing up, when they're going through puberty, when they're transitioning. And so Jackie is saying, she told us that after the slackness video of the birds and the bees, her parents never brought it up, namely her mother, right? It was all silent, radio silence, but she's anticipating because she doesn't look anything like the rest of the people in school, the rest of the girls. She hasn't filled out. Nothing is going, now going for her. She's a late bloomer. So now she's excited, right? Finally. And her mother act like she doesn't, what you gonna do? I mean, talk to her. You making her feel like, you know what I mean? She did something wrong. But anywho, use these, she said, and don't tell anyone your business. I was bewildered. What was that about? I had older sisters, but they never told me much either. They took care of their time of the month discreetly and without much complaint. I wondered why the secrecy. A secret from whom and why? I tried not to think too much about the reasons because to me, this was great. It meant I would finally grow some boobs and get a little shape to my body. Welcome to womanhood, Jackie Brown. Jackie, it's so like it didn't work, but the run. Jackie said, finally. I'm going to stop there because chapter 6 is a little bit longer. And if you are enjoying the reading, go ahead and press like, subscribe, share, drop a comment in the box below. The book is available on Amazon. And I'm definitely going to come back in a separate video and talk about the taboos in the culture and how this kind of contributes to the experiences that we're seeing, right? Have been in the past and continue to see. So with that said, thank you for tuning in. This is Amuna. Everybody have a blessed day. Island Twist follows Jackie Brown, a young girl who finds herself head over heels for the new island boy at school in fresh outer yard, and Jackie has the fever. But as she navigates the ups and downs of her new crush, things quickly spiral out of control when her not so secret admirer becomes determined to sabotage her relationship. So check out the new novel Island Twist over on Amazon today. Now back to the story.